Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So if you didn't know, I'm going to start doing 2 videos a week now. I'm going to do one on a Friday and one on a Sunday. So I just thought I'd let you know just to make sure that you're subscribed if you enjoy my videos, because there's going to be a lot more coming your way, because I've just been so motivated and just had so many different ideas recently. I just can't wait to film them. So I just wanted to film a lot more content and really start bringing my channel to life a bit more. So if you are looking forward to that, again, like I said, be sure to subscribe not to miss any, because I'm actually really excited about it and I really can't wait for you guys to join me on the journey basically. So today I've got heaps of empty beauty products. I've got another load of hair products which I'm going to do separately, and yes, I'm going to address the elephant in the room here. My hair is all over blonde. It was a total accident. It did not mean to go like this. However, I'm just going to let it grow out and then I'm going to get my roots faded into my hair. But for now, I'm kind of living that platinum life again. So I just thought I'd touch on that, but that would make for a whole other video. But I thought whilst my hair is this white and blonde, I'm going to take the opportunity to film a lot of videos regarding really light blonde hair, so that's kind of toning, the best silver shampoos, etc, etc. But back onto today's video, I'm just going to talk you through the beauty products that I've actually emptied, and I'm going to talk to you whether I'm going to repurchase them again, whether I'd recommend them, and just generally my thoughts. But I really like these kind of videos because the products have been finished. It's like a really true reflection of whether the person liked them or not. So there's quite a few products, so I'm going to crack straight into this. So I've got a load of products literally on my lap as I'm filming, so I'm just going to pick them up at random and talk a little bit about them, but not for too much because I don't want this video to be too long. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Garnier Micellar Cleansing Water. I love micellar water. When it first came out, I didn't really understand the hype, but the more I've used ones like this, the more I really enjoy them. I've already bought a new Garnier one to replace this one, and I also have a backup because I love using it that much. I just love the fact that after a day you can just put a little bit of this on a cotton wool pad and it really does help to get all of the makeup off your face. And I really like this generally for washing my face because I do get really oily quite quickly. Something like this is really nice just to feel like cleansed. But this one is in particular for combination sensitive skin. I would recommend this, but I really do like trying new ones. But yeah, I would definitely recommend this. Like I said, I've already repurchased 2 because I can't be without micellar water. So 1,000,000% recommend, and I actually feel like I get through these quite quickly. It says that you get 200 uses out of each bottle. I don't believe that for a second, but I think that's because I use probably a lot more than it's recommending. But yeah, absolutely love this. Sticking to the theme of skincare, I suppose, I've used an Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. I did really like using this. Basically, you use this before you put moisturiser on, and I really enjoyed using it at night. So you put this on and then you put a normal moisturiser on, and this basically helps to absorb all of the moisturiser's qualities into your skin a lot more efficiently if you didn't have this. However, because of how expensive this is, I don't think I'm going to be repurchasing it, just because I didn't see a substantial difference as to what I'd expect to see of something that's this expensive. So it was really nice to use, and I guess with the right skin type this would be perfect. But like I said, I do have oily skin and I just feel like a moisturiser works well in itself without the need of an additional step to help really like lock in the moisturiser. Next up is a Soap and Glory Archery pen, and you get a spoolie on one end and you get the retractable pencil on the other side. I absolutely love this product. I think this is, if not, I was going to say a dupe for the Anastasia Brow Wiz, but I actually think that this is better. I really like the tone of this. It's a lot cooler than the warm in the Anastasia range. I know you can get the taupe in that kind of range, but sometimes that can be a little bit too cool. For me, when I had roots in my hair, this was literally the perfect match for my brows, and I would absolutely recommend it if you love kind of retractable soft pencils like their Brow Wiz, but you don't want to spend a fortune on that kind of product because these things don't last very long. So if you're forking out like £15 every time for an Anastasia one, you could get this one a lot more affordable. I'm just going to change it up a little bit and I'm going to talk about a foundation. This is the MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. Now this is a 120ml one, and I have had this particular foundation for years. I have got a little bottle left now for like to move on to next because this one is finished. I really like this for when I want like a no makeup day, or if I really want like a really light foundation. I think that this is brilliant if you're going on holiday and you don't want to cake your face up with makeup, but you do want a really sheer coverage. I would say that this is very sheer, but you can build it up. And sometimes my skin, although I have really oily skin, like I can have a few dry patches, and I feel like when I have those dry patches, something like this is that kind of more liquid based foundation can really help to kind of make my skin look the same all over, if you know what I mean. And it really does a nice job of evening skin tone without it looking cakey, and it just looks so natural on the skin. If you're a fan of the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, which is the kind of more full coverage foundation, this is a drugstore dupe that I absolutely recommend, and I've used this and I've absolutely loved it. This is a Revlon Colour Stay foundation. This is the one that's for combination to oily skin, which I think is fantastic that they have a range for both oily skin and dry skin. I think it's absolutely amazing, and I wish that more drugstore companies would do that. But I really loved not only the colour of this is in 150 Buff, and it's the perfect like soft yellow toned foundation, but I honestly thought that this lasted so well. I think that this is the second best performing foundation underneath my Estee Lauder Double Wear. Considering how much cheaper this one was, I think I picked this up from like Superdrug for like $7.99 when it was on offer. I haven't yet repurchased this one, but I definitely will because I really like miss having it on my skin. It's one of those foundations that you know is quite foolproof, you know it's going to last all day, and it's really good for like work. I'd say if you have oily skin and you don't want to have to use an expensive foundation daily, something like this is brilliant for helping your skin look really, really nice. It controls oil so you don't look kind of greasy or oily if you can't touch up throughout the day, and generally I would just say this is such a good foundation. I know it's been hyped a lot, but it is so worth every single positive review. This is another brow product that I want to talk about. This is the Nyx Eyebrow Gel. I absolutely loved using this. I think it was last summer. I was just using this like non-stop. I created a few videos using it, and I honestly did just love this product so much. However, it dried up so easily. Like there's quite a lot of product still in this tube, but it's completely dried up. It's just not usable, and that's a real shame because I try a lot of eyebrow products. I don't just use one thing all the time. I like to change it up. Obviously I like to review quite a lot of products, see what ones perform better than others, and it wasn't long since I used this. I tried something else, then went back to this, and it was completely dried up. So I don't know whether I would repurchase it just because of how quickly it did dry up. Even my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade had a longer lifespan than this did, and it's one of those things that I just can't stick to one thing all the time. So I don't think I will repurchase it based on that fact alone, but when I was using it, this was a lovely, lovely eyebrow colour. I feel like I use a lot of concealers, and sometimes they never feel like they actually run out, but I actually used up a concealer, and I feel like this is the first time in months that I've actually used one up. So this is the NARS Creamy Concealer. This is a product that gets so much hype. I feel like not so much recently since the launch of the Tarte Shape Tape, but this was one of those cult concealers that everybody had, and I'm a sucker for one of those things. If everybody's raving about it and saying it's the best concealer on planet Earth, I have to try it. And I don't know, I was quite underwhelmed with this, if I'm completely honest. I have two makeup sprays, I suppose, to talk about. One of them is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus, and one of them is the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. Now the MAC one I really like, and I do have a backup that I'm currently using because as soon as this one was out, I just knew I had to have it back. I really like using this on top of foundation and concealer and powder. Once I kind of do my base, I spritz this over, use a beauty blender and just kind of like dab it all in, and I just feel like that gives such a natural finish onto the skin. But when it came to the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray, this is actually made for oil control, and I just don't feel like I got oil control out of it, if I'm honest. Like I used it, but I didn't feel like it performed any differently to the Fix Plus, which doesn't claim to keep your makeup on even longer, or it doesn't claim to control oil. I felt like this did the same thing as that, even though this claimed to kind of control your oils. Obviously as someone with oily skin, I wanted to use this and I wanted to love it. But I was just, again, a little bit underwhelmed. I don't feel like it did the job that it's promising, so I don't think I'm going to repurchase this one. But I'd love to know what setting sprays you use, because I really want to start experimenting a little bit more with them. So any of your recommendations, please do leave them in the comments below. This is a little MAC sample that I got when I made an order. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Skin Base Visage. This is their primer, and I've actually gone on to order a full size one, which I rarely do when it comes to samples with products. And that's why I thought I'd mention it, just because I really saw a difference when I applied this all over my skin before I put foundation on for my oily skin. I just felt like it did create a really nice natural base. It helped to minimise pores without being too greasy or too silicone based. It just felt like a really lovely moisturiser, and I'd 100% recommend this to anyone that kind of wants their foundation to last a little bit longer and to look a little bit more natural once it's sat on the skin. There's not too many left, I swear. The next product is Bio Oil. I feel like pretty much every girl must have tried bio oil in their life. I love using this on like stretch marks that I kind of don't really want, and just anywhere where I just feel like my skin just needs a little bit of love. I'm not going to pretend everyone has stretch marks, and if you don't, you are like the luckiest person ever. But you know, I love just putting this on. It just makes my skin feel really nice and soft. I do see a noticeable difference when I do apply this regularly to stretch marks and places like that where you just need your skin just to kind of like, I don't know how it does it, but it almost like heals over stretch marks, and it's just really amazing. I definitely recommend this just for anyone that has like scars or stretch marks or anything like that, that they just want to help kind of diffuse a little bit. It doesn't completely get rid of them, but it does make them less noticeable. Next up is another oil. This is from the Body Shop Spa of the World collection, and it's a Polynesian Monoi Radiance Oil. I've probably said that terribly and I do apologise, but I loved this oil. I love using it all over when I come out of a shower just to help my skin just feel really nice and hydrated. But it is also really nice if you're kind of having a massage or anything like that. It's so nice. I love Body Shop oils. I think I'm waiting for another oil to arrive in the post from their beautifying oil collection. I feel like Body Shop do oils really well. Next up is a liquid beauty blender cleanser. This I think was given to me with a set of beauty blenders, and it's just like a little bottle size. I think you can then get them in a bigger size. This must just be like a sample version. I liked using this and I felt like it cleaned my beauty blenders really nicely, but I feel like I can achieve the same amount of cleanliness with like a bar of soap. I think I might do like a how I clean my beauty blender kind of video, because it's so inexpensive and you don't need expensive products like this to make your sponges look like they are new. This is the Laura Mercier foundation primer. Now this is the second one that I've used up, and I really like this just because it was like a really light moisturiser that I could put on before I put my foundation on, and it just really helped my skin to feel really nice and soft, but it wasn't, again, silicone based, so it just helped to really create a lovely, like, I don't want to say dewy finish because my skin doesn't normally agree with products that leaves a dewy finish, but it just left like a really comfortable blanket of like silkiness on my skin, and I would definitely recommend this. Again, I don't know if I'd repurchase it just because I have lots of primers in my collection that I'm currently trying out, but this is a primer that's pretty foolproof, and I'd probably go back to if all of my foundations ran out today, because it is really good. It's just lovely and hydrating, and again, if I ever have like areas of dry skin, this is so nice for hydrating those areas, but again, it works really well with oily skin and it doesn't make your skin look kind of too greasy. There's a difference between like the glow from within and like greasy AF face, and this just definitely keeps you glowing but not too much. So this is a lovely primer and I would definitely recommend it. It is slightly expensive because it's from Laura Mercier, but I do feel like you see a difference in primers based on the price that you pay, and there are so many good drugstore primers out there, but I really do feel like high-end ones they just make such a difference, and I don't know how they do it, but I honestly do notice a difference. So yeah, this is one that I really liked but just won't repurchase. Next up is a Soap & Glory Scrub of Your Life. This is like an exfoliator that I use in the bath or in the shower. I think Soap & Glory do the best shower and bath products on the high street. I'm just going to put that out there. I think that they do. And this is so good when you have like stubborn fake tan that just won't wash off. If you fake tan, you know what I mean, but something like this on like a sponge or something just works so nicely in exfoliating your skin, getting like the fake tan off that you don't want on there anymore, but it's not too like harsh on the skin. So this is something that I would definitely recommend. So from exfoliating my body to exfoliating my face, I really enjoyed using this vitamin C microdermabrasion. This is from the Body Shop, and I remember I received this at London Fashion Week like a couple of years ago, so there's a little bit of product in here, but it's definitely out of date. It says to use within 12 months of opening, which is why I've left that little bit in there. But when I did use this, it was so nice. It's a very like thin beaded product. It's not those like bad beads that you can get in products. It's a really nice, like really soft exfoliation for your face, so it's not too kind of harsh. It's sometimes I feel like when you exfoliate, it almost feels, it does your like skin more harm than good, but this was just so gentle, but it really did help to lift like the dead skin cells, and I would definitely notice my skin being softer for a few days after I'd used this. I'm moving swifting on to the next Body Shop product. This is a mango body butter. I swear I have a million Body Shop body butters in my drawer, and I'm slowly getting through them. But that's only a sign that I love the products so much that I have a collection of literally, I think, 10 different scents, but of the same, like obviously the same body butter. I love it. I don't know what else I can say other than the fact that I love this product. So that's it for all of my Empty Beauty products. I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you have, be sure to give this a thumbs up. And if there's any products that you've used up and you've really enjoyed using, please do let me know what they are in the comments below. I love seeing what your recommendations are and what products you think that I should try next. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and don't forget I'll be posting twice a week from now on. So I hope that you guys really enjoy seeing my face, because you're going to see a lot more of it now. But yeah, I hope that you guys really enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!